Majority of the Kenyans, for example, in some of those land deals that have gone wrong, for example, you'll have an access to a lawyer, and then you say paying for a lawyer is expensive, for example, shortcuts. You understand what I mean?
Yes.
So some of those reasons are the ones that later cost you much more than actually the investment that you've had. So it's important to always take heed of all the red flags that you're seeing when you're doing land transaction, so that it doesn't cost you way later. It is important to follow the due process, and it doesn't matter how much hurry you are, to pay for the land. If you have seen a red flag, Doreen, it is important to back out and
just
say,
let it be.
If you don't have what I want,
yes,
then we are not going to proceed with the sale. Yes.
Well said. So then at what point do you engage the services of a lawyer? Because you really reiterated around this issue over time, even as you respond to these questions, because also we've had instances whereby one would say, for instance, I'm buying land around this area. One would say, I'll be asking people that live around areas of KBC, for example, how things go, the land they bought, but you realize that is them. That specific land that you want to buy, it is you who wants to get this particular land. So then one would say, instead of engaging services of a lawyer, I'll just be asking around to ascertain the authenticity of what I want to get. So at what point do you engage services of a lawyer? Is it at the onset, somewhere in between as you are doing the agreement? At what point?
It can go concurrently. I would say the process of engaging a lawyer and the time you engage a lawyer can go concurrently with your due diligence, because ideally a lawyer does a lot of background work when it comes to getting the right or confirming that the documents are actually confirming the buyer is the owner. I mean, the seller is the owner. So when it comes to engaging a lawyer, you can actually go to a site visit as the lawyer is doing background work on the documents, because ideally a lawyer will be able to go to the registrar of the companies to be able to check who are the directors of this company that is selling the land, is able to go to Ardhi House or land registries across the country, conduct searches as you're going to the ground and asking the neighbors and all that.
So just do all of this in tandem?
Yes, in tandem. It can run concurrently if you are able to, because also it has some resources that are involved. So there's someone who say, I can only be able to first go to the site, I finish up that so that I can be able to engage a lawyer. It all depends on the finances that you have, because it also involves resources at the end of the day. So if you're able to engage a lawyer when you can still go to the site and do all that, that's a good thing. What, for example, we do as an organization, which is goes a long way in ensuring that you don't spend as much when it comes to due diligence, and you save, because ultimately, what's the goal? The goal is for you to own land, right? So for an organization like AMG, we are able to take you to the site, and we don't charge you. So every day we do site visits to any location that we sell land.